Tribaldos, who's with Afta Insurance Services.
Well, good morning. What an exciting insurance now. My name is Ithiel Tribaldos. I'm a partner in Afta Insurance Services. I'm just going to present or give you a presentation in two parts. I'm going to do a brief introduction to the company, and after that we'll talk a little bit about insurance on homeowners. Okay, Afta is an insurance brokerage firm founded in 2005. It's the merger of 4 insurance brokerage firms. And well, we started a synergy to have a better productivity of the company. We have around 60 employees. We have two buildings. So our main building, actually, that's our main building. And we also have another building in Panama Pacifico, which is on the other side of the canal. Okay, we merged in 20 years, but all of our partners have more than 20 years of experience in the industry. Some had brokerage firms, some worked in the insurance company as executives. So when we merged, it's 20 years ago, but we have more than that in experience. And definitely what we do is insurance, obviously. And we do all kinds of insurance. We do personal insurance, we do commercial insurance. We're not a specialized company in one type of insurance, so we do all types for businesses, commercials. It could be construction, bonds, etc. And in regards to our customer service, we mostly know most of our clients. Actually, I see a few here. And so that benefits us to give us an idea of what their needs are, so we can better recommend them to their necessities. Well, these are the partners of the firm. These are our organization chart. Okay, this is very important, I think. All the data today is digitalized, so for us, security is very important. So we use Oracle database as a security in our systems, which is the same database that banks or airlines use. So you can be sure that all your data of your customers is secure, which is a very high necessity in these times. Okay, let's talk about insurance. Okay, people that are going to buy insurance in Panama, your clients, we divide in 2 categories, which is the people who are just going to buy property and people who are going to relocate. Okay, if people are going to just buy property, they will apply to 3 types of insurance. So it will be like structure insurance, which is the shell, the contents and liability, and life if there's a loan. So let's say a person buys a piece of land. This piece of land, say it's like $1 million land, and inside that land there's a $400 property construction. So land, just like Daniel said in the previous presentation, there's no need for title insurance here, so there's no need for that. So we'll just skip that and just go to the structure of the property. The structure is the shell, so that will be like the floors, the walls, and the roofing. So we will insure the reconstruction value of that. And after that, we will do the second part, which is contents and liability. Contents, it's all that's inside, it's the merchandise, it's the equipment that's inside the house. And every insurance policy here is under like an umbrella policy that will cover all the risks that are catastrophic or theft, or in this case also liability. Your minimum requirements here are $10,000 for contents, and that will come with $100,000 liability. So it's a $50 a year policy. It's very cheap here in Panama. If the person will have a loan, we will also need a life insurance, and this requirement, the bank will require this, and this is triggered, the premium is triggered for the age of the person, the amount of the loan, and the term of the loan. So this is a little example of how much insurance in Panama would cost for a person that's going to buy property. Let's say he buys a property for $100,000, and that property will pay for that structure, which is a catastrophic policy for the structure, $500 a year. So for contents and liability, let's say a person has a $50,000 contents and $100,000 liability, that will pay $250 a year also. And if the person has a loan, let's say it's a 45-year-old, 20 years mortgage, and a $400,000 amount of loan, it's $1,300 a year. So roughly a person will be paying around $170 a month in insurance for this kind of a scenario. So if the person's going to relocate, additional to this insurance we just talked about, you'll probably need health and health insurance. And I know it's a big concern for people who are coming to Panama about health insurance. Health insurance, Panama has a broad options of health insurance. We have international coverage and we also have local coverage. So depending on the needs of the person, we can recommend them or narrow down the options to what their needs are. So in regards to auto insurance, Panama is mandatory to have liability insurance. But for the case of this scenario, we're going to use a scenario for complete coverage for insurance. Okay, so this scenario, obviously, the first video we already talked about. For health insurance, say it's a 45-year-old, and that person gets like a local insurance, which is like kind of like a basic insurance, which is Panama coverage, Central America and Colombia. Basically, it's like $1,800 a year. And for auto insurance, let's say that person bought a $225,000, $50,000 car, it will be around $1,300 a year. So that adds up with all the 5 insurances to $430 monthly estimate, roughly. These are based on urban areas. So if a person buys land or a property, sorry, not land, but a property in a remote area of Panama, this will vary obviously. But this will give you like an idea of what expenses are like in insurance in Panama. So I don't know if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay.
So that 1,800 is just for one person, right?
Correct, per one person.
Okay.
A lot of people use their international insurance in Panama. So they come to Panama and they use their international insurance, so they don't buy insurance, so that's an option. Other people like to have like their international insurance in the States and have local insurance just in Panama, just for local coverage.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.